Getting into surfing can be intimidating. You don't know where to surf, you don't know where to park, you think everyone hates you for being a beginner.
Oh gosh, 5, 6, 7 surfers. Oh, they looked at me. Oh gosh, they hate me already.
The list goes on.
But if you stick to these 5 rules, not only will you be confident in what you're doing, but every surfer will love you, including the heavy locals. I'm gonna surf over here.
Rule number 1, choose the right surf spot. This may seem obvious, but it's an important step often overlooked by new surfers.
There are so many factors that go into what makes a wave safe and easy for a beginner, none of which you will know at this point. So your best bet is to talk to a local surf shop and just ask them, hey, where should a beginner surf around here? They get that question all the time, and normally they're very willing to help.
If a surf shop is not an option for you, don't worry. You can ask this same exact question during rule number 2, the scope and talk.
Drive to the beach, scope the area for surfers, find one with a somewhat friendly face, and ask, where would a total beginner surf in this area? What will likely follow is some of the best information you've ever heard. And yes, talking to random surfers is intimidating, but if we can overcome our nerves for the talking part, we will be much calmer for the surfing part, and that's the one that really matters. Now, this rule not only applies to new surfers, but also applies to anyone surfing an area they've never surfed before, kind of like me right now. I'm currently on a 30-day surf vacation in California, and I've had to use the scope and talk many times because I am not familiar with the area. I've learned where the easy waves are, where the steeper, more critical waves are. I've also learned the unwritten rules, like if you're on a longboard, you're not supposed to surf over there. So just by talking to people, I've learned so much because they were all very willing to help. Rule number 3, start off with the proper gear. For example, if you start off with the wrong board, you'll likely quit before surfing ever gets fun. Learn on a big foam board. I know it's not as cool as some of the other boards, but you'll progress 5 to 10 times faster on a foam board versus a smaller fiberglass board. And they're extremely fun. I've had some of my most memorable surf sessions on foam boards. Depending on where you surf, you might also need a wetsuit. So I'll put a quick wetsuit temperature guide right here. There you go, right there. However, this guide will vary depending on the air temperature. So again, best to ask your local surf shop or even take care of this question during the scope and talk. Rule number 4, become the surf etiquette master. So much of what intimidates a new surfer is thinking they're always in someone's way or just never knowing which waves they can take. The good news is that this is an easy problem to remedy. Take an hour of your life and do some research. There are so many articles and videos covering surf etiquette. I put a few in the description below, but read those or memorize them if you have to. If you apply what you study when you paddle out, you'll quickly realize how little everyone else knows about etiquette, and your confidence will just go through the roof. Just like anything else in life that you've never done that really intimidated you, once you start doing it, you realize that many other people don't know what they're doing either. If you're an etiquette master, you will be miles ahead of the general surf community. Rule number 5, be ready to repeat these magic words. These words are how I met my surfing buddy Gilad, and they're one of the greatest tension breakers ever. I'm new. Please tell me if I'm doing something wrong. My gosh, you say that to anyone and they're gonna love you forever. Say that to an experienced local and they will show you the ropes. Say it to a beginner and you potentially may just have found your surfing buddy. So now you're ready to head out in the lineup with confidence, but all of this is just the tip of the iceberg. You're still not to the point where you're hooked and you'll surf till you're dead. This video teaches you that part. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.